You know, history is a wonderful thing, as Tolstoy said, if only it were true. And it is a wonderful guide to help people drastically in trying to negotiate what is going on in the world. Unfortunately, we have people who are in various positions who know nothing about history. It's a very interesting thing. Sometimes people will talk about your past, your past, your past. Does your past matter? I mean, after all, history is kind of a nation's memory. Does it matter? Does the history matter? What about now? It's hard to say. If you look at the analogy of it, imagine you're at the end of a boat and you see the wake of the motors, of the current of the motors, and you see where you've been. Does that propel you? No. It's just evidence of the fact that you were there, but it has nothing to do with your current motion. It's just the wake. It's just the waves. It's the past. When you look in the rearview mirror, does it tell you where you're going now? No. History is a weird thing. Sometimes it's beneficial, sometimes it's not. Sometimes people focus too much on it in terms of their own particular idiosyncratic weird psyche. They say this is the way I am because of my history. This is the way I was raised. This is the way I am. Is it really? Oh, yes. Sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't. History is great because the rearview mirror says, I don't want to go that way again. The rearview mirror can also show you a storm that's coming behind you. So it's a weird kind of a balance. Sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't. It's hard to say. I think sometimes we spend too much time on history. Well, that's the way I am. That's the way I was raised. That's the way I was. It's a great excuse sometimes for acting sometimes stupidly. And we are absolutely, positively, without a doubt, the most screwed up people by virtue of our past. I hate to say that, but it's true. It's very much true. Now, I want to talk to you about something which is very, very important. And this is something which I will talk about tangentially here. If you really want to hear me talk about it, if you really want to hear me go deep, deep, deep into the dark and seamy underbelly, you have to subscribe to my channel. That's where I go, and I can talk freely. I don't have to worry about, I can use words. Here, you've always got to worry about not saying words. Isn't that something? Because algorithms will catch you. It's funny. If you're the wrong person, and you say the wrong word, you are clocked and docked and shadow banned and all this kind of stuff. So this is a kind of a very, if you will, almost a polite version of what's happening. But I want to talk to you about something which is happening right now, and we're looking at kind of a revision of what happened in the 60s when people talked about a permissive society in terms of movies and X-rated and porn and all this other type of stuff, and how that we can learn from, but that has nothing to do with what we're seeing right now. And I'm seeing very, very clearly how it is being phrased. I'm seeing very specifically how the issues are being phrased and being drafted today regarding this, specifically involving what is called sex trade, but also efforts that are used. In fact, there's let me just refer you to this one particular article. This is from, I think it was, well, again, I'm trying to speak in general. There's a term that we've used for the longest time, pornography. And it is the most incorrect, confusing, bell-ringing phrase. It's like when I say the word drugs. You know, the problem is with drugs. What do you mean, prescription drugs? I mean, there's certain, the media. I want to discuss this with you, why it's critical and why there is a battle on regarding this, and how the right is going to lose this argument. Because, and this is something which I want to be very clear about, the people on both sides, the extreme left and the extreme right, will pick the most extreme of their people to be spokespeople. When you're out there trying to advocate either for children or for decency or freedom or art, whatever it is, the media will glom on to the most extreme and use the most extreme as examples of the center. And they will say, this is it. You have this crazy leftist world over here. Well, not really. Some people are. Or you have this stodgy, closed-minded right wing over here. Well, that's not true for all, but a lot. And as people try to vie for positions as spokespeople, the message is ruined. I'm going to discuss that with you. I'm going to see if you can understand this. And let me also warn you, I'm speaking in code. There's no other way around it. I cannot possibly go into detail at the level that I have to explain to you what really is going on here, because it's very, very dark. It really is. And it's very mean. And I call people out and I point fingers, and but not here. Not for YouTube. No way. No way, Jose, as they say. But first, I want to remind you, on January the 14th, I'm going to be at the Cutting Room here in New York City. I want to see you. I want you to be a part of this. I want you to come on and say hello, and to be a part of not only seeing me and hearing my brilliance and the like, but to see like-minded folks, fellow travelers of yours. And that is one of the most interesting aspects of this as well, where you get to meet people who think exactly like you. Exactly. And there it is right there. Those are the tickets. I'm putting it up right now for you to get them before it's too late, because this thing fills up. And you've got to mark your calendars and do something now. Let me also tell you that for no other way around it, New York is open for business. And I keep hearing people keep talking about, oh, it's crime-ridden. If it's crime-ridden, if it's this hellscape, you could have fooled me, because I've never seen more people out and about. Christmas is back with a passion. This post-COVID rebound. That's a nice thing that's actually happening from this. People are coming back afterwards. So I want to see you there. It is critical. It is important. So mark your calendars. January 14th. There is the link. And you can see on my YouTube channel. Ooh, a lot of sirens going on. My YouTube channel has this link, and there are others as well. Now, my friends, as the world gets more and more dangerous with every passing day, it is time for your family to be prepared for severe food shortages that are ahead. And that's why my Patriot Supply is going the extra mile to make sure that you are equipped, that you are taken care of, and that their emergency food is affordable to you. How do they do that? They're taking $250 off their 3-month emergency food kit, which is the minimum your family should have. This kit provides delicious, easy-to-make breakfast, lunches, dinners, drinks, and snacks for one person for 3 solid months. Get one for each member of your family, while you're able to save $250 during this timely sale, which ends soon. Remember, My Patriot Supply is the nation's largest preparedness company, with millions of families already protected. These 3-month food kits are in stock and ready to go. Your order ships fast and free and arrives in unmarked boxes for your privacy. So go to preparewithlionel.com. Right there, preparewithlionel.com. Those who know what's coming are using today to prepare. Are you? That's the question. Preparewithlionel.com. Now, very briefly, let me get down to business. Let me explain this to you. Let me try to see if I can do this as calmly and as rationally and as politely as possible. But we are sitting in a car. You're driving. You're trying to drive down the street. You're in a car with more buttons and bells and whistles and meters and gauges and gadgets on it. You've got more billboards and signs. You've got more to look and more to see and more to pay attention to, and you're missing what you're doing. Your goal is to drive straight ahead, not to kill anybody, not to hurt yourself, not to harm anybody. Keep going. Keep ahead. Keep forward. but you're being distracted by everybody, distracted by people. People today who want more than anything to be a star. They want a star. They want to be a part of the YouTube, podcasting, internet, social media, intelligentsia cognoscenti, whatever you want to call it. And the loudest, garish, most inappropriate, get the attention. If you want to go on, you want to be a spokesperson, shave your head, wear a hat, get a tattoo here, be studded, wear whatever, wear a mask, I don't know. Do something. And the more you speak, the louder you are, the more you will get attention. And the more you will find yourself the center of this. Now, right now, we are looking at a balance that I promise you, and again, I'm going to speak in code because you've got to be very careful. This is not the place to discuss this, unfortunately. But there is a subject right now which is very important, and that is maintaining digital safety, but digital security. Digital safety, but also digital freedom. Digital safety for children, digital safety for others, but also your ability to appreciate the world. I have been going through this, I've been going through this for so long. Because I've always been told that there's this hypothetical child, or there's this hypothetical woman, or there's this hypothetical person, or there's this person who always wants to stop what I'm doing, or I've got to stop what I'm doing because somebody might see something and be offended or be hurt, or maybe. And this is, remember, I was raised in the '60s. This is the most important. I was raised in the '60s. Now, please, I ask you to like, of course, and to subscribe to this channel. I know I hate doing that. I know everybody does it, and I almost turn off when I hear people do it, but I have to remind you, you have to like this video because we need your support in terms of algorithms. But there is a balance here. And what I wish somebody would do from the right is look and say, we have one thing only in mind. One thing and one thing only. To protect children. Everything else, up to you. What you do as consenting adults, fine. This is a different world right now. And we as parents have to make sure that our children's devices are made safe so that they don't happen upon completely legitimate, though perhaps maybe, how do I say this? Inappropriate matter for children, but that is completely within the purview of adults. We do not want to take away your expression. We do not want to take away your expression into the dark and seamy and whatever. If we don't like it, we turn it off. We do not want to destroy the adult entertainment industry. We do not want to destroy, and I say we, I'm not, but this is what they should say. We're not interested in that. That's not it. Have at it. Do what you want. This solely deals with the issue of children. That message is not being made. That's not clear at all. That's not clear at all. Because what's happening is this version of the right that I detest is coming forward. This is the stodgy, church lady, prudish, hyper-religious, the person who and this goes back to the days of Andrea Dworkin, McKinnon, and all these others, these feminists who say that And they've been saying this since women showed ankles, that there is a degradation of women, that society is losing its collective morality because of depictions. Okay, yeah. Now, I can argue that, and we can argue that, but I'm not going to legislate that. I don't know how to do it. I don't even know how you say that. That's more of a social thing. Maybe you can work with the communities or churches or whatever. I am not out to make the world G-rated. Let me just say this and make it very clear. I can tolerate so much. If this is the line, I can go even past the line. The only thing I care about, the only thing, is the protection of children. That's it. This is me. I can talk about. I don't. You could talk about. Oh, look at the way commercials are. Okay, fine. Oh, look at the way. Oh, look, they're having this new morality. Okay, fine. When children become involved in it, then we have to say, no, wait, whoa. We've always had ratings. We've always had, there's always been protections. We used to have, ratings on movies, the PG-13. There was an attempt, if you will. And I know that's not going to be foolproof, and I understand that. First and foremost, number one is children. Number one. So that message is not being made at all clear. It's not. Because each person who goes on a platform, a TV show, a conservative show, who gets the clicks, the next time will up the message. Ratchet up the message. Turn up the heat. Turn up the heat. I can do better next time. So what starts off as a rational attempt to protect kids turns out into this hyper-moralistic, and we have to stop this and shut this down. I think, wait a minute, hold it. I've been through this before. I've seen this. We're not going to go through Lady Chatterley's Lover, Tropic of Cancer, the old Hugh Hefner Playboy, the cases against the Postal Service, Oscar Wilde. Shall I keep going? Elvis, there is this, Tipper Gore. I don't want to go through that. I don't want that. That's number one. And the sad part is, the people who want me to say, or the people who, and most people agree with me, absolutely. I am in the minority on the internet. Nobody wants to hear me because I'm not going to get clicks. I'm rational. Nobody wants that. Years ago, we've been through this whole thing about rap lyrics, explicit lyrics. Let lyrics be as explicit as you want. Warning labels are stupid because all you're doing, and Donny Osmond said this, believe it or not, when you put warning labels on albums, CDs, music, and you say this is acceptable for children, nobody wants it. Does it G-rated? People are going to force themselves to say something salacious in order to get the attention. I want to live in a country where you can say whatever you want. This goes on Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. I want to live in a country where you can say what you want. I'm going to say this again. I don't think you recognize this. Because I don't care if it's misinformation, disinformation. I don't care about that. Say what you want. It is up to the parents to make sure that they don't wade into the world of adult Twitter and social media. Sorry. That's your fault. Don't ruin my ability to speak because some kid is going to see this. However, when digital platforms are used to lure and addict children and to exploit them, different story. And it is not pornography. Don't call it that. That's not it. It's the wrong term. You will not be able. I talked about this yesterday. I talked about something on my regular channel. Did you ever hear the Stevens case, Supreme Court? No, you don't want to hear about it. Believe me when I tell you, you won't believe this. Animal crush videos. Remember that one? What? Oh yeah. I can talk about the First Amendment and I can talk about the cases, and I know this stuff inside and out, and I promise you nobody will ever want to hear me on any kind of TV show, because this is just common sense stuff, and nobody would. They want to hear somebody who whatever it is. Okay, fine. I got it. Now, next thing is, the way you win is very, very simple, is for you to change the wording. Change the way it's worded. Change euphemism. This is not a used car, it's pre-owned. You understand that? It's not a car, it's pre-owned. Doesn't that sound better? I think so. I like that. Now, in the old days, the word, like I said, pornography is just, it's wrong, it's ancient. French postcards, dirty books, things like that, they don't make any sense anymore. Those are euphemistic and those are anachronistic. That's number one. Number two, sex trade. I speak about that at lionelmedia.com. Not going to talk about it now. Believe me. Believe me when I tell you this. You have no earthly idea what is happening and how the use of words are being made, are being tooled, are being calibrated in order to get you to agree to something you don't really know what you're agreeing to. It is brilliant. The people that we identify as the right are Neanderthals. They're living in a world, I don't know what, maybe they think that, I don't know. Maybe the Johnny Mann singers are going to come back, and maybe we'll go back to hoop skirts, and I don't understand it. I don't know if they know what they're doing, because whenever they get stuck, they revert and to see who can be more old-fashioned, and I'm sorry, fuddy-duddy. And that's the way they're perceived, and they miss the point altogether. They have because they don't treat you like an adult. Very frankly, they don't understand the issue. And I know that might be a bit of a shock to you, but they do not understand the issue. This is critical here. You have to know history, and you have to realize what's happening and how these issues have been done and handled in the past. And I'm telling you, believe me when I'm telling you, all this stuff sounds great and sounds wonderful, but it's not. You're missing the point. There is some of the smartest people around, able to work the media at every level in ways you don't know. And what do? Well, you sit around with Twitter, or with Rumble, or with Truth Social, or Getter, and you talk to each other. And you talk to each other, and you send each other stuff. I got to send you this. You'll send me this. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is terrific. Oh, Jim Jordan. Did you see Jim Jordan? He nailed. He slammed somebody. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. These sources of talk, it's wonderful. Why are you talking to each other? You have to win the hearts and minds of the country, of the souls. What are you doing? They're not in truth. I mean, well, you respect the Truth Social, they're fine, but I'm just giving that as an example. No, but they're not there. You're talking to each other. Well, I really don't want to talk to them. I just want to keep talking to people that I like. I want to be an apostle. I want to be a missionary. I want to go out there and tell people and spread the holy word of truth. I want to save souls. I'm not going to save souls hanging around with a bunch of people who all agree to the same stuff. Nobody does missionary work in churches. They go out. We, again, I'm throwing myself into this, have no missionary protocol, no missionary programs, nothing. We talk to each other. And we go on shows, and we just go like this, and then whoever can be the most conservative wins. And you think that's terrific. And you keep talking to each other as though this is going to matter. Well, this man tried to write a book, but it was banned from a library. We have him on right now. What are you telling me this for? I know this. Are you going to the library association? No. Do you think anybody's watching this show? Who's watching this? People who agree with you. What are you doing? Well, I just... And you wonder why there's no red wave. Come on. You can't keep talking to each other. I can't say it enough. You can't keep talking to each other and saying the obvious. There is a battle right now that is so deep, so serious, so, I don't know if the word is, so monumentally powerful. And you are not equipped for it. You are not equipped for it. You are talking. Look what you did with Elon Musk. You think that somehow, I don't know why, but that Elon Musk reversing the ban on different speech, what do you think is going to happen now? It's better, no doubt. What do you think is going to happen? You think the world is better? You think everything's better? You think? I don't understand. More people talking to each other. Who represents your political ideology? Who? Who's out there spreading the word? What are you doing getting ready for 2024? I'll answer that. Nothing. You're tweeting. You're listening to, ooh, they arrested Bankman-Fried. Ooh, SBF. Ooh. And you just talk about stuff and you just, well, what does it mean? What's being done? Anybody getting on the phone to Jim Jordan or Blackman or whoever? Anybody talking about this? Is John Kennedy? No. That's it. You're just going to be, oh, that's wonderful. Well, that's great news. Or you'll have a meme. You know, those are good too. Here's a music. Oh, I love this one. This is great. I gotta send this. It's a compilation of Joe Biden eating ice cream. Okay. What does that mean? I don't know. The whole point of the Elon Musk case was missed entirely because people just it was almost like a dry run to see how will people just jump on this and think this is the greatest thing in the world. And you know what? And the mainstream media never acknowledged it. Yeah. This is my favorite too. Yesterday when SBF was arrested, everybody said breaking news. Everybody broke the same news. I kept looking at it. I said, why is everybody breaking it? I know this. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing what's going on here? You're breaking the same story. Well, because you want to be a part of it. It's the same people who want to just send you this video. I got this great video. You've got to see this. Dr. Colonoscopy, it's wonderful. It's about variants. And why are you sending me this? I don't know. You got to see this. Oh, you got to see this. I've got this great video about how, this is my favorite, how the mob has been involved with the OSS and CIA. Oh, you just figured this out? It's great. I got to send it to you. That's it. That's all they do. People, they send things to me. This is a waste of time. The right is missing the point. They are not, they are lulled. Remember what I told you? It's like having a newsletter at a prison. Nobody cares. But you're writing all this scurrilous stuff about, oh, look what they did to me, and this one's in the hole, and this one's in solitary. Nobody cares because it never gets outside of the prison. It sounds good. Oh, we have a committee and we talk. Oh, that's nice. That's great. That's terrific. Now, very quickly, let me tell you right now that I don't have to tell you this again. MyPillow.com is still, they are open for business like you cannot believe it. Oh my God, look at this. A brand new, oh my God, a new design. Go to mypillow.com/Lionel. Look at this closeout and overstock sale up to 80% with the promo code Lionel. Look at this. Roll and go anywhere. Pillows, feather bed toppers, My Pillow duvet covers. Oh my, it's a brand new everything. Look at this. A men's two-piece notched collar, a new product, accent pillows, couch pillows, Giza Dreams pillowcases, women's sleep shirts, closeout sale, oversized bath mats, closeout sales. Women's drawstring shorts, men's athletic t-shirts. Look at this, brand new quilts, mattress pads, men's two-piece waffle sets, My Pillow hoodies. My God, it's a veritable potpourri, a mélange, a pastiche, a myriad, a mosaic of new clothes. Look at this two-piece comfy sets, women's two-piece notched collar. Lord, look at this. So go to mypillow.com, mypillow.com, promo code Lionel, and if you insist on a phone number, I say that's fine with me. Call 800-645-4965. That's 800-645-4965. Check out brand new website, new information and the like. All right, my friends, as I told you before, you must follow us. Don't forget preparewithlionel.com, preparewithlionel.com, mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. Don't forget to sign up for Mrs. L's. Go to her linswarriors.org. And tomorrow, I'm going to be her radio guest for the full hour on WVOX. Taking calls, which is my favorite. So if you want to know what's going on, linswarriors.org. Sign up for her newsletter. We got one going out today. They go out every week to bring you up to speed. And also go to YouTube and see her channel at Lynn's Warriors as well. In any event, thank you so much. Have a great and glorious day. See you tomorrow, my friends. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Please like and subscribe, and you know the routine. Again, I hate begging for that, but that's the way it is. In any event, we will see you tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. And again, as we always say, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Ta-ta.